Hello and welcome to Brands Hatch, one of the most historic circuits in the world, and this year's British Grand Prix circuit. It's Friday, it's spring qualifying, and we have had quite a dramatic session to say the least. You know who on pole, Yuki Tsunoda was the last sprint pole sitter in France, but he hasn't had an actual Grand Prix pole since the Canadian Grand Prix, so it's been a long while since Tsunoda's been on pole. But he's back. Don't know if we'll get it tomorrow or Sunday, sorry. But we will see. Of course, we're on the Indy circuit for this sprint race, so it'll be quite a short one. 52 laps. That's the most laps we've had in a sprint race by a long time. So yeah, let's go through a grid first of all. Something that I didn't do at the qualifying for Czechia, which was smart. Anyway, Doohan and Drogovic, neither of them setting a lap. We'll have a look at what happened to them in a second. And then it's Vesti and Ocon in 20th and 19th. Maloney down in 18th place. Lawson in 17th. That's a huge drop for him considering how he was doing in Czechia. Then it's Jack Crawford, the other Aston Martin. A big shock for Aston Martin. They've been quite good so far this year. Then it's Albon and Sites. Another pretty mediocre result for Williams. Then it's Richard Verschoor, who is replacing Terry Forcher. He's racing in a 6 out of Sao Paulo this weekend for Peugeot, which is why in a WEC, of course. That's why he's not racing today. And Verschoor is making his second start of the season and of his career. Then it's Bortoletto in 12th, Gasly 11th. Then your top 10, Hadjar, Behrman in 9th, a little bit lower down than he would want to be. Then it's Colapinto in 8th, Russell 7th, Leclerc 6th, Verstappen 5th, Piastri 4th, Antonelli in 3rd, Lando Norris in 2nd. For once, actually, it says Lando Norris and not Jenson Button, which is strange. I mean, it was like that in New Zealand for Oscar Piastri, but now I just said his name instead of Sergio Perez. But yeah, anyway, it's Yuki Tsunoda is on pole. First of all, let's have a look at what happened to Doohan and Drogovic. Did they actually get out? Let's have a look then. Turn it down, it's quite hard. He hasn't got a front wing, has he? How has he lost that? He's lost it coming out of the pits. Wait, why are these not here? That's strange. Oh, he just... Oh, it's... I don't know what he's doing there, to be honest. And then what happened to Drogovic? He's actually in this pit box. So some of them in the pit box, some of them in the paddock, which is weird, but whatever. What happened to the Brazilian, though? Of course, was racing last weekend in Shanghai in Formula E. He just came straight. Oh, did he come out? He came out too late. And he missed the flag. Oh, what an idiot. Well, stupid, wasn't it? Anyway, also, we got some replay for Lando Norris. So, at the start of the session, he came out of the pits. And he has some sort of issue. We'll go trackside. He has some sort of issue. He stops right in the middle of the track. He tries to get the car moving. And the car just won't move. Let's fast forward a little bit. Then he finally gets moving. And you see, he's stuck in first. And he just can't get out of first. So some sort of gearbox issue. It must have been. Then we fast forward a little bit around the lap. And getting out of people's way. Gets on the grass a little bit. And then at some point down the back straight, it kind of just pings back in. You'll see it in a second. You'll see it in a second. There we go. You got it back going now. So some weird issue with the gearbox. And then he does a lap. It's good enough. I think it was P2 or P3. And then ended up dropping down to to fifth, sorry. Yeah, so he went third. And then, oh yeah, this next lap, then he had a spin. Because he's getting impatient, I think. Stuck behind Hadjar. Oh no, it's Maloney. He got past Hadjar through the final corner, didn't he? And now he's got Maloney in front of him. And he just dips a wheel onto the dirt. And that spins him around. It's a weird mistake for him to make. And then he does another lap after. It'll be the lap after this one, which he goes second. Now he's down to fifth. Now we go second. And then this is his penultimate lap. He had a spin. Oh, hang on. Just rewriting that. He had a spin round the final corner. Just way too deep behind the shore. Spins it round. And then he's stuck because like it's a small circuit. Everyone's all quite bunched up. You have to wait for ages. You have to wait all the way till Bortletto turns up. Which he does. There's Bortletto. And then we fast forward a little bit more. So now we've got one more lap. One last lap. And we go on board. Listen to the car. He brakes normally. Then the car just goes to first again. Really weird issue. And then that's pretty much it then for Loris. He's stuck second. I mean, second's better than first. I mean, no, it's better than third or anything else lower. Then he comes into this little bit. I think he's planning to just end the session or just stop there. But then the team comes on the radio saying, if you can carry on, which you have been doing, just bring it back to the pits. So he does a little 3-point turn here. And then goes back down the straight slowly again. Then he just uses this little cut off and ends up in the pits. Okay, finally we've done all of that. Let's go to Yuki Tsunoda and watch a pole lap from the Japanese driver. I'm assuming it's his first lap which set pole. Yeah, okay. Of course it is, because it always is. Anyway, let's go on board. And this is a lap from Yuki Tsunoda on the Brands Hatch Indy circuit for this British Grand Prix sprint race. He goes through the final corner and towards turn 1, down the Brabham straight. He's got signs right in front of him. He goes through Paddock Hill Bend, and down the Hillwoods Hill. Up the Hillwoods Hill, sorry, towards Druids, and then the slowest corner of the circuit, turn 2. Then it's Graham Hill, towards the Graham Hill Bend, turn 3 and 4. Then it's the Cooper Straight, the back straight, towards Surtees. And then it's McLaren, and then the Clark curb to end it off. And that is one of the shortest lap of the season, including, well, obviously, apart from Speedway actually, Texas. Down the Brabham sprint. Goodness me. Down at the Brabham straight, and that is a 35.456 for Yuki Tsunoda. That is your pole lap for the British Grand Prix sprint race. We'll be back tomorrow. It's 12 PM UK time, 12 PM local time, of course. So we'll see you for that one. Goodbye.